I'm from the land down under, where the sun is hot and bright. Beaches cool and waves of thunder, morning turns to golden night. So much there is to see, my friend, from the city to the shore. Grab a stool, we'll find an end to keep us wanting more. Down under's calling, can't you hear? Echoes in the breeze, feel the magic everywhere, in the rustling of the trees. Mountains rise and rivers flow, adventures wait around. Meet the world on a winding road in every little town. Oh, the land, it seems to me, with a tune as wild as sea, hands up high and voices free. Down under's where I'll be. Down under's calling, can't you hear?
Well, good evening, friends. Welcome aboard, folks. Nice to have you here. It is 8 p.m., 2000 hours on Hump Day, the 2nd of April. The Hump Day after the first Hump Day after April Fool's Day. Okay, my question, what pranks were pulled on you? What pranks were pulled on you? Now, none were pulled on me, actually, because obviously we come from the future. So therefore, we are the ones that are pulling the pranks, none being pulled on us. But anyway, it is what it is. Anyway, folks, welcome aboard. Nice to have you here. Hump Day with the Ducks. This is officially the last Hump Day for this season that will not align with the Eastern 6 a.m. time frame. So when we have Jimmy coming on board, I will certainly be having Jimmy on one of my shows and me being vice versa. So, yes, we will be joining the two, the Astute Tourist and the Ducks will be joined at the hip, so to speak. G'day, Shaz. Welcome aboard. Nice to have you here. Hope you and the family are doing well and everything is going in the right direction for you. Now, I believe your weather is getting warmer. Ours is cooling down. It is currently 20 C at the moment. Feels like 19 C. 20, 40, 40 plus 30 is 70. So it's currently sitting on about 70 degrees right now. For you folk. So we're definitely looking forward to. This is what we like. This is our perfect autumn, or your fall, as we call it. I generally love it. Late autumn, early spring, and the reason for that is because the mornings are very crisp, but the days are perfect. Absolutely beautiful. G'day, Jen. Welcome aboard. Nice to have you here. As I was just saying a little bit earlier, this is the last Hump Day that our stars will not align with the Astute Tourist. So when Jimmy is ready to rock and roll, we will be doing joint ventures because it is daylight saving is going out here on the weekend. Your daylight saving has just come on in. So our stars will align and so we'll be at a reasonable time. Sharon is saying that it is going to be 85 degrees today in South Georgia. Beautiful. Okay, so a little bit of cruising news for you guys. Over the last couple of weeks, a cruise line that is typical to Australia called P&O Australia folded and all the ships went over to the Carnival fleet. So now we have Carnival Australia. Carnival Australia consists of the Splendor, so they all have the name Carnival in front. So we have the Splendor, which is you guys have always had, Carnival's always had. But the P&O Adventure and the Encounter are now the Carnival Adventure and Encounter. You might know those ships as princess ships. The Encounter was, I believe, the Island Princess, and the Adventure was the Golden Princess. The two ships with the shopping trolley handles. So those are beautiful. Those two ships are now carrying the carnival livery now, and apparently not much change is happening to them as was done when they went from Princess to P&O. They had quite an extensive upgrade in Singapore, but we had them in Melbourne for a couple of weeks, and they've done some livery changes, some cosmetic changes to put on the carnival logo. Don't have the carnival swish up the front with the blue up the front. It is all painted white with the carnival name up the front, but also on the P&O ships they had the Southern Cross up on the bow. That has been moved further aft, so it's kind of like towards the middle, further towards the back of the ship, that we've got it on the side there. So there we go. Jen is saying that it's windy and thunderstorms today in northern Illinois. Hey, you got to get rid of your winter. It'll happen. You'll be boiling hot and we will be freezing cold, and you will be laughing at us, complaining that it's 6 degrees C. Okay. Moving right along. So, so the P&O ships have now become carnival. And so 2026, December 2026, this is a heads up for all of you folk across the pond if you can, and for any Aussies listening in. December 26, 2026, sorry, December 29, 2026, we will be jumping aboard the Carnival Luminosa, because that ship will be down under. It's I believe Bill Warmstrong has just come into Sydney yesterday or the day before and has been boarded onto the Carnival Luminosa for the Trans-Pacific back to Seattle. Jen is saying at least it's not snow. Yeah, well, we can't spell that word. We don't even know what it is. Anyway, he's jumped aboard the Carnival Luminosa, which is now doing the Trans-Pacific back to Seattle. We'll be there until roughly about October, when it will do the Trans-Pacific back down to Sydney or Brisbane. At any rate, 2026, we will certainly be on her to do the, it's the 29th of December. So we jump on her on that day in Brisbane. It will go from Brisbane up to Airlie Beach for the 30th. Let me get this right. 29th, then the 30th up to Airlie Beach. And then between Airlie Beach and Cairns, we will be spending New Year's Eve on board. And then we will sail into Cairns on January the 1st. The ship will then do around Willis Island. You can't actually get off there at Willis Island, but sailing up around Willis Island, having a look around, because that's where the Great Barrier Reef is. And then it will do a circuit around there and then head back into Brisbane. And that, my friends, will be on January the 4th. During the meanwhile, before we actually get on the cruise, we'll be doing some meetups with people around about the 27th, and we will be doing some sightseeing around Brisbane, around the Gold Coast, even up to just north of Brisbane. We'll be checking out all the beaches around there. We'll be checking out some of the theme parks. We'll actually have an absolute ball. Go down to the Australia Zoo, check that out, have some fun, head back into Brisbane, and then jump onto the cruise ship. So that's going to be an amazing cruise. We're absolutely looking forward to it. From what I can gather, there are currently 6 cabins booked and currently being paid for. So we're having an awesome time. And we're also looking at it being the Helping Hands for Cruising Australia. It'll be our inaugural cruise where we will have a recipient on board. And that's going to be absolutely exciting. So we'll have to see how that goes, and some happy things happening, some good things happening. So we'll see how that goes and how that transpires. We will also be looking at getting as many people on board that cruise as we can. Hey, if we put 10 to 20 Aussies on board that cruise, I'm thoroughly excited, because then we will be kicking off the Australian side of things. And that will be in the wake of the Rock and Roll Tribute Cruise we've got coming up. And then there's another cruise, for those of you that do not know, one that is being run by Bruce from Ocean to Ocean Travel, and also Felicia from CME Travel, I believe it is. And they're putting together a cruise in April, which is the ABC Islands. And the exciting thing is we were actually meant to have Gabby, who's the Helping Hands for Cruising recipient. She was meant to be on an Alaska cruise. Well, she's actually going on the ABC Islands cruise. So really excited for her. Got all the flight details organized, got all the bookings organized, so we're just really excited about it. It's going to be a fantastic cruise. All right. Now, here comes the fun bit. Now, I've got to show you the rock and roll, because there are some exciting things going on with the rock and roll cruise. I'll talk about it in a minute, and just first of all, let's get this promo out of the way, and you'll see what we mean.
Journey is the ultimate tribute to Foreigner and Journey.
You're as cold as ice.
Bringing you back to all the eras of both Foreigner and Journey's careers. Rocking the biggest hits and fan favorites with a high-energy authenticity of two of the world's most iconic bands. Foreign Journey, one of the most popular tribute acts, rock with an incredible high-energy stage show all night long. A show not to be missed.
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be an amazing cruise. And Jen has put up there the Rock and Roll Tribute Cruise, lots of dancing, fun, and merriment. And she's also asked a very important question. How many Helping Hands for Cruising recipients will be on board the Rock and Roll Tribute Cruise? Well, that's a very interesting one because, Jen, not only are we going to be having current recipients, but we're also going to be having some past recipients on board the cruise. So I know that for at the meetup, we will have James and Cindy Catanese who will be coming to the meetup. But I also know Kenny is going to be our inaugural recipient. He will be coming onto the Rock and Roll Tribute Cruise. So that will be absolutely amazing. I believe that the Hickses will be coming along, but I'm not sure whether they will be with us on the cruise or not. But at this point, there will be Kenny. Now, in terms of actual current recipients, there will be 2 current recipients on board the cruise. So that's going to be absolutely exciting. And I was just having some words with young Mr. Bruce today, and apparently we are currently sitting on 57 cabins sold. So that is absolutely amazing. Folks, we need to get a whole heap more. There are currently 200 cabins available to be purchased. Of those 257 are now gone. Folks, get in there. Come in there, get your stuff done, and get a cabin because we're going to have the most incredible time. It will be absolutely amazing. All right, Mr. Nick. G'day, Nick. How you going, buddy? Good morning. Can't believe it. Only have 2 weeks to go. His friend in Germany is super excited and said she's going to meet him on the platform at the München Central train station. So that's really exciting. G'day, Jonesy. That does look like fun. Mate, it's going to be absolutely awesome. Hey, but Jonesy, bit of news for you. Been talking with the lawyers. Things are tidying up, and we are heading that much closer to having HH4C Australia set up with ACNC. So that will be freaking awesome. And Jenna's going fantastic as far as the number of recipients. Yep. And of course, g'day to Nick. So, yeah, by the way, Jonesy, I loved your drive today. What's that place? That little town. It was quite a gorgeous little town, Wyndham. Wyndham or Wynnum? Wyndham. Absolutely beautiful. Looks great. And the beach, absolutely amazing. And the waterways, excellent, especially with the guys fishing and so forth. So that's, thank you, mate. Really appreciate that. If you're not already checking out Radio Jonesy or Radio Jonesy on tour, get onto both those channels immediately. Check them out. It's absolutely fantastic. Nick is saying that he told her the night before he sees her, he's taking a sleeper train from Amsterdam to Munich, but he doesn't think he'll be sleeping. He's going to be too excited to actually get some rest. Mate, I know exactly what you're going to be doing. You're going to be going up to the front of the train and saying to the train driver, mate, put your foot down, hurry up, get us there. Nick is saying g'day to Jonesy, and Jonesy is saying thank you for watching, mate. It's my pleasure. It's you had some fantastic stuff then. It was great to watch. Nick is saying that where he was, they had some snowfall last night. He thought it was a cruel April Fool's joke. Mate, it's what you guys deserve, right? You are out there and in Minnesota, and because you're in Minnesota, you need the snow, right? It's the only way to get rid of, to bring April in. What can I say? Hashtag Doug, thank you, Jonesy, because you will be seeing Nightbot come up with, please welcome Radio Jonesy to the stream and connect with Radio Jonesy with your channel link. There you go. Nick has got a big old smile on his face. Jen is saying, have the best time to Nick. Yep, mate, you will definitely... Nick, you better have a good old time. If you do not have an awesome time, we will all be offended, every single one of us. So your enjoyment is an absolute must, and if you don't have enjoyment, we will be offended because we expect you to have a great time. How was that for a guilt trip, huh? Was that a good guilt trip? Anyway, okay, so let me do this anyway because of that. Yep, there we go. Thank you for that. And I know what people are going to say when I do a thing like that. Ooh, yes, all right. Okay, all right, I'll get on with it. Okay, all right, I'm sorry. Seriously. Whew. Hard taskmaster. G'day, Radio Jonesy. Welcome aboard, Radio Jonesy on tour. And there we go. And this one, hashtag Duck, will be there. Beautiful. It should come up fairly shortly. Nick is saying spending 10 days with a beautiful woman. Oh, no, not that. Oh, you behave. Nick, you behave. Seriously. And who's the beautiful woman besides the girl in Germany? And is it 10 days or are you going to be doing spending longer? Okay, so, well, if I don't get this one, Joseph, Joe, will actually be upset. So let's get that set up. See what happens here. An opportunity to come down under.
We invite you to our 6-night Great Barrier Reef getaway cruise, December 29th, 2026.
You're Ilana.
You're Shaun.
And together we are the Down Under
Cruisers.
Cruisers. Come and join us, folks. Here's our cruise.
I'd love to see you.
Come from the land down under, where the sun is hot and bright, beaches cool and waves of thunder. Morning turns to golden night. So much there is to see, my friend, from the city to the shore. Grab a stool, we'll find an end to keep us wanting more. Down under's calling, can't you hear? Echoes in the breeze, feel the magic everywhere in the rustling of the trees. Mountains rise and rivers flow, adventures wait around. Meet the world on a winding road in every little town. Oh, the land, it seems to me, with a tune as wild as sea, hands up high and voices free. Down under's where I'll be. Down under's calling, can't you hear? Echoes in the breeze, feel the magic everywhere in the rustling of the trees. Mountains rise and rivers flow, adventures wait around. Meet the world on a winding road in the rustling of the trees. Mountains rise and rivers flow, my friend, from the city to the shore. Grab a stool, we'll find an end to keep us wanting more. Down under's calling, can't you hear? Can't you hear? Echoes in the breeze, feel the magic everywhere in the rustling of the trees. Now the rustling of the trees. The mountains rise and the rivers flow, and adventures wait around. Adventures wait around. The rustling of the trees.
Absolutely fantastic. You know what? It is actually out of all the ports. So we've got like 4 locations. Out of all the 4, I've only been to 1. So every other port that there is on board will be absolutely. It is a bucket list. So once that's done, tick tick. Now we've got to get the Alaska one off on the bucket list. Okay, so Radio Jonesy typed in dark, and what do you know? Nightbot came up with the goods. Please welcome Radio Jonesy on tour to the stream and connect with his channel, and this is the channel details. Thank you very much, Radio Jonesy. Nick is saying 15 days in total, but 10 with her. He got a few days in Europe to get his mind on European time before they reunite. Mate, I'm going to tell you what, you're going to have a shipload of time with her. And I tell you what, she's either going to come across or you're going to go there. Radio Jonesy is saying 6 nights. Yeah, you're right. And Jen, yeah, it does look amazing. We want you to come with us. I mean, you can quite honestly see what the territory around there looks like. It's absolutely amazing. And yeah, we need you on board, having a look at the scenery along with us. Can you imagine what it would be like to get to see the Great Barrier Reef? I mean, seriously, absolutely unbelievable. Now, folks, for those that are interested, please jump onto either the Helping Hands for Cruising website. That's Helping Hands, the number 4, cruising.org, or the downunder.cruises.com website. It is the Down Under Cruise. Do not forget the in front, THE, the downunder.cruises.com, and have a look at both websites. They're both interlinked with each other anyway. So, well, no, I don't think Helping Hands goes the other way. But the Down Under Cruises does go to Helping Hands. So have a look at that, and then you'll see. Lots of exciting stuff going on. Lots of amazing stuff. All right, now, the Rock and Roll Tribute Cruise. Let me come back to that one. That go-kart race is really getting everybody talking because it will be the inaugural F125. The person who goes around the fastest wins a fortune. Wins I don't know, but we'll see. You've got to come. It's going to be awesome. We're going to have that. We're going to have, I believe Ross is going to have 6 bar crawls. The rest of us are only going to have at least 1. Bruce will definitely, Bruce won't drink that much, only to excess, but I know that Cindy will have to use the Damadol on him once or twice. The meetup prior to the cruise, well, you know what? We're all excited about that one because we will get to see everybody who, whether they can or cannot get on board the Rock and Roll Trivia Cruise, at least we're going to get everybody together and have them. Well, I have to fulfill a requirement. So they're going to watch me down a can of and it's going to be done in said shoe, which I will be taking with me, and said shoe will be my cup for that, which I will have to, unfortunately, consume. OMG, Oscar Mike Golf. And Jonesy is saying that in actual fact, the winner on the F125 will win a Radio Jonesy sticker. Mate, you better give me at least 1 or 2 of them so that I can actually provide them on the cruise, right? And I will definitely need to see you way before the cruise. Otherwise, how are you going to get them to me? I mean, we leave on the tail end of November, go there for 2 weeks, and come home on the beginning of December. And once we're back, we're going to hit straight into work so that we can be tidied up for the new year. So the rock and roll tribute cruise right now is unfortunately time that I should not be affording, but I'm going to do it anyway because we have to. Jonesy is saying will do, so that'll be awesome. Nick is saying he did get a ticket. He's going to a Premier League football match in London, Tottenham Hotspur. Mate, I hope you enjoy that. That should be absolutely amazing. Now, yeah, it should be absolutely exciting to go and watch that game. In the flesh. In the flesh. Koi's Nick. What does that mean? I'll have to try and figure out Jonesy's Cockney. Or Tottenham speak or whatever it is. I don't know if it's Cockney or what. But anyway. Come on, you Spurs. I get it. Koi's Nick. Come on, you Spurs. Yep. Well, there was a time when the Spurs were right at the top of the ladder. Now they're not, I don't believe. Somebody else is. But it is what it is. Anyway, time for my caffeine hit. Nice hit. All right. Nick is saying that he made a mistake with a non-refundable hotel and they've been lying to him about getting it fixed. He got the U.S. Department of Transport involved and he got a call last night. Oh, that's awesome. So what was the mistake? You made a mistake with the hotel. So the question is, what was the problem? Because he booked it through American Airlines, Miles, and they've been lying to him about fixing the situation. It's like they were all human and we're making mistakes, but come on, don't lie. Come on, man, don't lie to me. Yep, okay. So what was happening? He was supposed to book it for April 22nd, but accidentally booked it for the 23rd. So you wanted to bring it forward one more night. Otherwise, you'd be on the street for that night. Well, that's not good. April's a good month, you know. April is an extremely awesome month. For those that do not know, tomorrow being April 3rd, Ilana and I will have been married for 9 years. And then we've got my birthday and then Ilana's birthday in this month. So, so this is an amazing month. We love April. All right, Nick is saying they told him they called the hotel and they denied it, but then he called the hotel in England and they said they were never contacted. Okay. Nick said it really pissed him off. He doesn't like playing these games, but if people want to screw him, he'll stand up and defend himself. Good on you, mate. You should have seen what he was like in Australia. Seriously, I stood up against him. He was 6 foot tall. Actually, he was 7 foot tall. Actually, in Costco, I took him with us to Costco, and this Chinese lady just, you could see the eyes going to God. Because Nick is so freaking tall. Jen is saying, is the meetup on the Friday before the Rock and Roll Tribute Cruise? Short answer, yes. It's the night before because the next day we go on the cruise. So, Jen, if you can make it to the meetup, we would be absolutely ecstatic. I would be anyway. I want to see if we can get the entire board there so we can have a quick board meeting. Nick is saying his flight leaves for London Heathrow on April 19. And Jonesy is saying, good on you, Nick. There you go. So Nick is saying, you remember that picture, Shaun, of me and the woman I'm going to see at the Vancouver airport? She's not short. She's actually very tall for a lady. Yeah, I remember that picture. That picture was awesome. You actually looked at her eye to eye almost. So that was awesome. Nick is saying giving her time and space to miss him has really built the relationship stronger. She told me she's really, really excited for April 25th, their reunion day. How's your German, mate? How's your German? Can you be speaking the Deutsch? If you can, that is very good. Nightbot has come in with the Helping Hands for Cruising website, helpinghandsforcruising.org. Go and check it out. It'll link you to the Rock and Roll Tribute Cruise. There we go. And please, folks, if you're of the mindset, please go out there and donate. On my right-hand side here is the Zephy QR code. That will be absolutely awesome because that way you donate in USD. The one above me is the PayPal for Australia. That way you donate in AUD, and the benefit to both is that, hey, you can set up weekly, monthly, daily donations. So that would be greatly appreciated. Nick is saying his German is very poor. He can introduce himself and he can order spaghetti ice. Ein spaghetti ice, bitte. Nick is saying glad he's going to have her with him because her English is very good. Well, most Europeans, their English is extremely fantastic. It's just us English speakers that are bloody selfish and will only speak our own language. But then air crew have to learn English because the cabin crew have to communicate in English so that the God forbid they have an accident, the NTSB of each country can then in English understand the instructions and then do the assessments on whether or not whose fault it was, do the validations, etc. So there you go. Nick is saying he at least knows how to ask in German if somebody speaks English. That way he doesn't come off as a jerk. He's glad he's going to see her. Not only to reunite with her, she can help him with German. Mate, your game to get a German to actually teach you German. I would, you know what I would do? But then that's me. I'd speak in Afrikaans and hope to Christ that somebody else can speak Afrikaans back at me. There we go. Jonesy is saying, make sure you connect to the live with the ducks when you're together. Yes, mate. Do a live stream. Actually, you know what? You tell me when you're with her. Send me a message and we'll do a joint live stream. So we'll do a live stream and I'll send you a link and you guys can come on and we can have a face-to-face conversation. And in your defense, I will ask all the hard questions. Like, can she give you a spaghetti ice and then organize a bratwurst? How's that? You reckon that'll be good? I reckon that'll be awesome. But then again, if you don't, then I understand why, considering I'm talking about bratwurst. Jonesy would look forward to seeing that. Absolutely. You mean it might make my my ratings go way higher? Well, you know, you never know. True, we could be in that position. Higher ratings, absolutely. And then we could have lots of fun. Now, I'm busy waiting on a promo video coming in from Bruce and Felicia with regard to the April cruise, the ABCs. As soon as I have that, I will then put it up, and hopefully we can get some more people to go on that cruise as well. That cruise will be absolutely amazing. In the short term, we can't wait to see the Norwegian Encore. Believe it is a huge ship. I had to watch my words very carefully there because I was going to say a huge Yeah, shut up, Sean. So it is, I believe it's a huge ship, and there's a bucket load of things that are on there. So we're looking forward to actually seeing it. We're looking forward to the entertainment, the food, the restaurants, and we still have to organise what dining we're going to be doing. There are going to be a number of people that are surprise visitors on board. So I'm not going to spread the word as to who actually is coming with us on the cruise, other than those that we've mentioned already. But it is going to be absolutely incredible. And we're also organising family to be in the right place, like my cousin. He's certainly going to be waiting for us. Um, Jen is saying that she has been on the NCL breakaway. She thinks the Encore is about the same size. Yeah, Ross has actually been on the Encore, and he says it's an amazing ship. So, Jen, if you're planning on coming in for the meetup, certainly look forward to it. If you can make it to the Encore, hey, we're appreciative and would love to have both you and Todd along with us. If not, your loss. What can I say? Your loss. But we don't want you to lose. We want you to have a great time with us. Yep. Okay. Um. Yeah. So lots of activities. So we've got a few dinners going on. We've got by that I mean group dinners. We've got some cabin crawls where we will be able to have a look at some of the cabins. We've got we've got some bar crawls happening. We've got the two bands playing. We've got uh, the F125 going on, and that racetrack going up 2 levels. I mean, that's incredible. Certainly, certainly looking forward to that opportunity. We've also got the Battle of the Bands going on at the private island, so that's going to be amazing. And apparently they're going to be working their way through to playing pretty hard. So everybody needs to get onto that cruise. Um, Once we've made that cruise a success, we're then going to be looking at doing something similar down under. But again, we need to have the right numbers for it. And so we're starting small in the meantime, getting everybody onto the Carnival Luminosa to start off with, and then see how we go from there. Jonesy. So what happens next week with the time change here with your live? So okay, on our nighttime lives stay the same at 8 p.m. Our Friday for the US, Saturday for us live, instead of it being on at 1 p.m. as it will be this Saturday, next Saturday our time it will be at midday. So we then bring that back midday. So for all those that are here in Australia, you'll just tune in with us at midday, hence the brunch. For all those across the pond, we'll still be on at 10 p.m. 10 p.m. Friday night. All right. Jen is saying 241 days until the Rock and Roll Trivia Cruise. No, Jen, it's 240 days. You and I are going to argue over this. It is the 2nd of April, and it is 2045, 8:45. Oh yeah, that's right. You're still just starting off your day. It's not quite 6 a.m. yet. It's all right. I understand. Don't worry. Okay. 240 days and however many hours. Oh, thank goodness Jen's having a bit of a giggle. Whew. She had me worried there for a second. Nightbot is saying, welcome to Brunch with the Ducks. It's not brunch. We will be having that on Saturday. Please support our channel so we can support Helping Hands for Cruising. Thank you, Nightbot. We'll have to fix you up, mate. We definitely will have to fix you up. Anyway, just giving you a run around what's happening in the ports. Melbourne Port, let me tell you, Melbourne Port has shut down. Nothing in the port until May. I'm just waiting for it to come up and I'll tell you exactly when and what the last ship was. So the last ship was on March the 28th, Friday. Last Friday was the Artania. The next ship that's going to be coming in on May the 14th, that's like almost 2 months. May the 14th will be the Insignia. And then we have to wait and see what's going on because that is it. Okay, that is Melbourne. Let's have a look at what's going on in Sydney. Sydney is a lot more lively. Sydney, come on, hurry up. And by the way, folks, don't forget half the cruisers have left the country. There's still a couple of ships still sailing around for the minute, but most of them have actually started their long trek trans-Pacific, so they've already gone back. Jonesy is saying, I hate when you fly to the States, you arrive nearly the same time you leave. And when you come home, you lose a day. Yep, that's exactly it. Nothing in Burnie. Okay, I get that. Nothing in Burnie. Sydney currently had the Carnival Splendor in today. Tomorrow it's got the Ovation of the Seas. And then Celebrity Edges on Saturday. Nothing on Friday. Sunday will be the Splendor again. So Splendor's doing a 2-day roundabout. So let's have a look. What's going on in Brisbane? Cramp in my foot, honestly. All right. Come on, Brizzy. All right. Not January, April. Right. So tomorrow the Carnival Luminosa will be there. And then I think she heads out. She's leaving at 1600 hours for 4 p.m. tomorrow. And then she's done. I think she's headed back to Seattle. Quantum of the Seas is on Friday the 4th. Friday the 4th. May the 4th be with you. Yes, that's April, not May. And then the Carnival Encounter, which, okay, so now that's going to be left, Australia's side will be the Carnival Encounter, the Carnival Adventure, and the Carnival Splendor. Those three Carnival ships will be permanently positioned around Australian waters. So, yeah. Don't know about any of the other cruise lines. I believe that Princess are trying to do a group of ships that will, or at least one ship that will stay round here. And then I don't know about Celebration, whether the Celebrity will be doing the same, keeping a ship here or not. But as far as I know, Carnival right now, Carnival Australia are the only cruise line that will have permanency. That's what we've been told. Anyway, excuse me. Those are all the ships around the big ports. So Melbourne has actually become a non-event now. No shipping until May. I can't say I'm surprised at the cruise lines. the current Victorian government needs to have a wake-up call. And as soon as they get that, we might actually get some shipping back. There are a number of cruise companies, supplies to the cruises, to the cruise ships that are actually not having a good experience. So we'll see how that goes. Jonesy is saying that Hobart, the 8th of April, Tuesday, Hobart, Macquarie, so it'll be Macquarie to Carnival Splendor. So at the Macquarie port, they will have the Carnival Splendor there on the 8th of April. So there we go. But other than that, I mean, even Hobart's doing better than Melbourne. Really, Melbourne's a bit of a shock to the system, to be honest. Okay, so yeah. So that's all the news from the cruise ports. For the rest of us, I mean, we just have to live with what we've got. The cruise ports or the cruise ships are headed over towards the U.S. So you guys will be flat strap busy with the Alaska season coming up, and also the Caribbean. Well, there never is a Caribbean season. There's ships always going backwards and forwards to the Caribbean. So you guys are having an amazing time. Jonesy's saying that out of Hobart on the 24th of April, which is a Thursday, the Carnival Splendor will be back again. So it's coming in every couple of weeks to Hobart, and that is awesome for you guys. Like I say, for us, we ain't going to see anything until the middle of May. That was the figures. I haven't had one of those coffees in ages. It's so nice. Jonesy said, sorry, just copied the shipping schedule. Mate, that's fine. That's exactly what we want. We don't get to see. Well, if I was to check your shipping schedule, that's exactly what I would see. And that's exactly what I would do. Anyway, so the Rock and Roll Tribute Cruise is trundling along, and we're trying to get some sponsorship for that. There are some things happening with the motion, Dreams in Motion, and I'll talk about that in a second. Jonesy's saying that's the easiest way this time of night. Yep, no, that's perfect. Glad you did. So let's have a look at what's going on with the Dreams in Motion. This is an auction, a silent auction that we're having. You'll notice these ducks over here. These ducks were specially made for HH4C. And you'll see there's a whole host of little ones and so forth. To get one of those, you need to be on the Rock and Roll Trivia Cruise. But there will be 2 ducks out of the whole batch that will be auctioned off, and they are actually the bigger ones. They will be auctioned off at the Dreams in Motion, or as you would know it, the Cruisathon. And that will be, we will actually be starting the bidding in the middle of the month, towards the middle of the month. So you'll be able to bid for those using the Zephy QR code, and then, hey, have a go. Highest bid wins, and thank you very much, whoever puts a bid in. But as you can see, there is markings at the bottom. If you can see from the one down below here, you'll see at the bottom there is the Helping Hands for Cruising logo. And then if you have a look, you can see on the sides here, all along the side of the footings, you will see Helping Hands for Cruising is engraved on the base of the duck. So there, it looks like it's going to be an amazing duck to own, and it has been 3D printed. So there we go. We've got some amazing stuff coming up. So please bid away for the Dreams in Motion on the silent auction. There will be more items other than the ducks that will be up for grabs. I can't tell you what they are. Two reasons. One, it's a secret. Two, refer to answer number one. Oh, there is a third reason. I don't know what the other items are, but there we go. All right, so that is the Dreams in Motion, and that will be on the last weekend of April. So the weekend ending the 27th of April. Okay, so let me see who else is there. Jonesy's put in the hashtag duck, and what do you know? Jonesy got a please welcome Mr. Radio Jonesy on tour. And there's his channel link. So please get involved in that, folks. He would greatly appreciate it. And the more we put up there, the more Jonesy's a happy man. If Jonesy's a happy man, I know that he will sponsor 65 recipients to go on board the cruise ship. Yeah, okay. At the end of the day, folks, I want to get 100,000 people on board. 100,000 recipients on board a cruise of some sort. So we'll be looking forward to that one. Jen is typing in the hashtag duck. All right, now I've got something else to show you guys because if that works, no, that's the wrong one. Where is it? It's the one that says that's the one. Yes, that is the one. Okay, let's have a look. So, folks, for those of you that are across the pond, this would be up your sleeve, actually. The coffee and the popcorn, we would love you to get involved with those. Well, let me give you a heads up. Last month, we got a payout from both of the coffee and the popcorn, and we made $250. Now, whilst $250 might not sound like a lot to you, I can tell you it changed the world. Because with it changing a world, we certainly have Gabby on the next cruise with at least $100 onboard credit and at least one excursion fully paid for. So that $250 went a really long way. And so I'm going to say to you folks, please give till it hurts. Help us buy the popcorn, buy the coffee. You can buy whatever coffee you want, whether it's beans or ground or in K-cups, whatever it is, just buy it because that way we benefit as well. Like I say, this is currently only available for those across the pond. Those of you that are in Australia, as soon as we get ACNC approval, we'll be doing the same. And what do you know? G'day, Charlie the Tasmanian dog. Welcome aboard. Charlie, you typed in hashtag duck, and this is what you got. Please welcome Charlie the Tasmanian dog to the stream and connect with Charlie the Tasmanian dog on his channel. So there you go. That's awesome. And of course, Charlie has said that he's got Jen. So there you go. Gotcha, Jen. There you go. Awesome. All right. So, folks, it's almost an hour. I've been guest bagging for an hour, and with your company, it's been awesome. Can't wait for Jimmy to actually get his act together, and we'll be doing some stuff together, hopefully. For those that are interested, yes, he is still in hospital. He's having his chemo done, and then once he's had that done, he's going to be made to be ready for his transplant, and then, please God, everything will be honky-dory, cancer gone. So let's wait and see what happens. Charlie has got the doggies emojis, which is awesome. Jen has got, I've got you, Charlie, so there's a bit of love going on there. Woof from Charlie and a giggle. I did not know Charlie could laugh. How'd you manage that, Jonesy? You must have taught him real well. All right, time to go. Folks, you have an awesome day. For those of you across the pond. Those of you on our side of the pond, you have a very pleasant evening. We thank you for popping in, and we shall catch up with you later. You guys have an awesome day. Catch you all, and stay safe. And as they say in the classics, love ya, baby. Love ya.
Come from the land down under, where the sun is hot and bright, beaches cool and waves of thunder. Morning turns to golden night. So much there is to see, my friend, from the city to the shore. Grab a stool, we'll find an end to keep us wanting more. Down under's calling, can't you hear? Echoes in the breeze, feel the magic everywhere in the rustling of the trees. Mountains rise and rivers flow, adventures wait around. Meet the world on a winding road in every little town. Oh, the land, it seems to me, with a tune as wild as sea, heads up high and voices free.